know what today is, guys. You know what today is. Today is Love Thursdays. That's right, guys. Today is to Love Thursdays. It's my favorite day of the week. Come on in, come on in, come on in, guys. Ooh, I'm excited about today's topic. Today's topic is when you came into my life. When you came into my life, as a matter of fact, back in the 70s, the Bee Gees had a song called You Came Into My Life. And I was all so happy. And it's just a joyous feeling, guys. And no, I'm not editing any of this. This is straight off the riff, and I'm standing on my square. Of course, you know that about me, right? Yes, guys, like I stated earlier, when you came into my life, I was oh so happy. Just like the song. And before I get started, guys, on today's Love Thursday, let me get a little sip of this. As a matter of fact, let me dim this a little bit. Ooh. Just dim it a little bit. Maybe I want to turn off some. Oh yeah. Normally I would have candles and not all of those different props and so forth, but didn't feel like it today, guys. Didn't feel like it at all today. And as far as the wine is concerned, in the words of the great Mr. Witherspoon, don't let nobody know what's in your cup. Yeah, boy. John Witherspoon, may he rest in peace. But anyway, guys, like I stated earlier, when you came into my life, you know, guys, let me say this. No matter what people tell you on a day-to-day basis, everyone needs love. I'm going to say that to you again. The people around you need love. They need somebody to love and someone to love them back. That is a natural feeling. So don't believe the hype when people say, oh, I don't need nobody in my life. I'm just this, that, and blah, blah, blah. You know, I'm a lone wolf. They either been hurt in the past, which is more than likely what happened. And it's just a natural response when you hurt. You don't want to go back to hurt, right? People love the good feeling, but they reject the bad, which is a normal human reaction, right? And sometimes it left a cut and stain inside of them that they feel like it hurts so bad that they don't want to, that everybody else gonna hurt. And it's most of the time it's women, you know, that feel that way. And that's okay. Because men, we think with logic, even though we do have feelings. And most of the time, ladies, you thrive off your feelings, even though you have logic as well, okay? But when you came into my life, let me tell you, already went through the approach stage. You know, I saw you, lady, over there in the town center. I saw you, lady, at the art gallery. I pointed and weeded you out, lady, at church or at a church event or a picnic or whatever the event is or wherever you saw her. I saw you. Ladies, you put yourself in the right position, in the right spot to be recognized. You put out the vibe for that man to choose you. Hell, even sometimes you even approach them. And sometimes it is what it is, guys. Sometimes you ladies approach you, and say, hey, I like you. I want to get to know you. But right now, because I am a man, we're going to use this scenario as an example for Love Thursdays. That's right. I saw you over there, not through some dating app, which, by the way, guys, I am not good at dating apps. The swiping to the right and the left and all this other nonsense. I tried it. It does not work for me. I wish I was good at it. Back in the days when dating apps first came out, or it wasn't apps, it was dating sites back in 2003, no, 2002, right after my divorce, 2003, 2004, 2002 to 2005, there was dating websites. There were no apps back then. Now, back then, it was a lot easier to meet a person because, in my opinion, people were legitly trying to meet another person and fall in love. So it was 10 times easier back then. Now is, even though we got the hookup culture, it seems like people just lying and just want something from another person, and these sites are making a killing off of people. You got 10 years ago, I think it was 2012, 11 years ago, they said it was 500 dudes to one female on Match.com. 500 to 1. Now it's tripled in 2023. It's 1,500 dudes to one female. And a lot of time, guys, these ladies get online just to get attention, to boost their inner self-esteem, so to say, right? So to speak. They really don't like these guys. It's just a self-esteem type of deal. It is what it is, right? But I remember when Match first came out in 2005, I want to say, it was easier to date on that website at that time because they was trying to build clienteles and so forth, and it was just, I just was there in the genesis of that whole website. Now app, and I haven't been on Match in years. Like, we're talking about 15 years. No, I take that back. I tried it in 2012, and it was just a racket. As opposed to 2005, it was a lot easier to date and meet somebody. But anyway, I'm just babbling on, so I'm gonna bring it back home. The most important thing is, for at least me, I'm good at cold approach. That's what I do. And sometimes, guys, to be in a YouTube space or some type of social media space, you got to have that type of mindset and that type of attitude. Whereas, you got to be a people's person, and I come from a marketing sales background, and I'm a people's person, I'm not an introvert. I am a person that like to talk to people. Whether they like to talk to me back or not, I love talking to people. I love socializing with other people. So when I like a lady, I don't beat around the bush because my time is very valuable. And, I tell her what it is. I say, I think you're a very lovely lady. Be very respectful, very respectful. Tell her what my intentions are. I want to take you out on a date and get to know you better. If she says no, okay, well, can I leave my number with you? And, if you change your mind, you can just text me or give me a call. Just leave it like that, And if they don't call you, then cool. And that's how I usually do things when I'm cold approaching. I used to ask to let's exchange numbers, but then a lot of times people play games with you. So, and I just tell women straight up, look, if you call or text me, that let me know that you're serious. That way, I won't have to be chasing folks around town, women around town, and stuff like that. I don't have time for that. Either you want to see what type of person I am, or you don't. You know, just like I said in the show, before shows before. I don't know if I told you guys before in the past that that's why I don't subscribe to all of these manospheres and all this kind of stuff, because either she's gonna be on my team or she's not gonna be on my team. A equals B equals C equals D. It's just that simple. If you don't like me, cool. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Because the long and the short of it, guys, especially you men, you need to realize something that I had to realize years ago, that my older brother taught me pre-YouTube. And shout out to my brother who's passed away in 2009. He told me there's more women in this world than men. Okay? Just remember that, guys. And another thing that I learned also, what's a 10 to you may not be a 10 to the next guy. And who's to say what you like is wrong and what the other guy likes is right? You know, some guys like certain body types, and shout out to those guys. It may be a 10 in their eyes. There are preferences of women that I like that a lot of guys don't like. I love a long-legged woman, you know, that takes care of herself. I'm a legs guy. I love them. But a lot of guys are not into that. And that doesn't mean that there's not other attractive women around there. It's just what I like. That's one of the features that I like, put it that way, out of a whole dozen with ladies, right? But when you came into my life, when somebody receives your love or receive your care, and they want to ride with you and rock with you and roll with you, that is one of the best feelings in the world. Because at the end of the day, guys, after you slayed the dragon, after you've accomplished everything that you need to accomplish out in the world, after you've gotten your money right, it's all for the purpose of loving someone and having someone to reciprocate that love back. Now, normally we want just love in general. It could be from family, it could be from friends. But today, we're not talking about family and friends. We're talking about that special someone, that intimate partner, that person that's not only your sex partner, a person that you like talking to, a person like being to, but they can be your friend as well. Oh boy. Because you can have all the damn money in the world, but I'm going to tell you something. And you can swing from pillar to post with different women all you want to. But it's always that one person, guys, that one lady, that one man, ladies, that you give all you just let everything go. And there's nothing wrong with being with one person. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, I am on the other hand, I'm a single guy. And shout out for me for being a single guy. But don't think that I wouldn't like to be in a relationship. Sure, I'm way overdue. It's been a couple of years now since I've been out of a loving relationship, you know? And I got to tell you, when you wake up in the morning, like a Sunday morning or a Saturday morning or whatever day that's your day to just relax, and you look over to your side and say, man, I can't believe I have this motherfucker in my life. Excuse my language, guys. Oh man, I can't believe I went over there and talked to her. I can't believe she received everything I was saying. I can't believe we went to that first date. This is everything I ever wanted in a woman right here. Guys, gentlemen, and for you ladies, I can't believe that guy I seen across over there actually took the bait. Actually came over and complimented me on my perfume. And you just got to approach the people that match with you. Now you can see, and I'm gonna teach everybody a little something today. I'm gonna teach everybody a little something today. Something that you subconsciously know that you don't know inadvertently. I might be saying that wrong, but whatever. There are people in this world that you're going to find attractive every day. There are people in this world that you're going to be physically, sexually attracted to every day. But that person that is your type, that is your preference, and a lot of people say they don't have preferences, and shout out to them if they say they don't, but there is a preference in every one of us that's the main type of person that fills all the blanks, whether you're a man or a woman. And you're going to know it every time you see that type of person go every day. I'm going to tell you a little secret. With the day-to-day attractive people, they may vibe with you, but most of the time they're not. But the people that's really your type, 98% of the time, they're easier to get. Because you've already claimed them in your subconscious mind. And they feel your energy when you approach them that you claimed them. I choose you. I choose you. Just like the old song from the 70s. I choose you. Just like what Steve Harvey said, you're going to be my wife. Because he found his type. She said, I don't even know you. He said, yeah, but you're going to be my wife. That's what he told Marjorie before performing a comedy skit back in his earlier days, I know what Steve was talking about. I know what he was talking about. I want you to listen to me again, guys. You're going to meet people that you're physically and sexually attracted to every single day. And most of the time, you're not going to say nothing. You may give them a shout out, respectfully. Hey, you're very attractive. Your hair looks nice, or whatever. And just keep it moving. And the person may respond and say thank you, or they may shy away or smile, or just keep it moving. But the person that's your preference, you're going to go all out for. I'm telling you, you're going to do it. You're going to do something extra to try to get that person into your life. That main person, and your heart's going to be racing and beating. Sometimes you're going to shy out. And I'm a very approachable type of person, and I'm a very social type of person. I used to be shy when I was a teenager, but I got out of that stage real quick. Especially when I started traveling and seeing the country and seeing the world. You get out of that stage real quick, and you learn that people are people. Now, before I go any further, I want to just take a little intermission with you guys and tell you of upcoming things I got going on. For one thing, I'm going to go ahead and stop being lazy and create a banner. Also, I got my fashion channel coming up real soon, a couple of weeks. And I'm going to have a link in the description below. And also, if you have any show ideas, even including Love Thursdays, please hit me up at timsontheman@gmail.com. timsontheman@gmail.com, okay? All right. That was a quick intermission. Now back to the show. Let me tell you the difference between very attractive people and average people. Really and truly, very attractive people don't get hit on as much as you think they do, as much as they put on. Average people get hit on more than anybody else because it's kind of like that exotic car. When you see a beautiful exotic car, you think right away, I can't afford that car. It's not even, I'll look at it and say, wow, that's nice. But in your mind, you're like, huh, I could never have that. And you keep it moving. It's the same way with a beautiful woman or a handsome man. So they don't get approached, right? I've done some research in the past and actually approached beautiful, extreme beautiful women. And they were easier to talk to, the dimes, the 8s and 9s and 10s, than the average women out there. In fact, the average looking women that was okay looking had an attitude. Fellas. And what's a dime to me, like I stated earlier, may not be a dime to you. So now I just go for what I'm attracted to. I'm going straight for the jugular vein. I'm going for what I really want. I'm not settling for nothing less than what I consider as a dime. Even if they reject me. And I'm okay with that. Because rejection, you can learn so much from it. It's such a blessing to have rejection. You learn a lot about yourself. You learn a lot about the people around you. Okay, maybe it was something I said, even though I tried to be respectful, that didn't come across to her. Or maybe she just wasn't interested. It's okay. Everybody's not going to like you guys. It is what it is. But to say that it's not a numbers game, it is a numbers game. Because you got to pick that person that's going to vibe with you. And why would you want somebody that in your life that don't want to be with you? Huh? Why would you want somebody in your life that's not feeling you? Because if you get emotionally attached to this person, and they're half-ass in a relationship with you, that's not a good feeling. Like I stated earlier, when you have your partner one Sunday morning or Saturday morning laying there beside you, and you're like, man, it was worth the vetting process. It was worth me approaching this person. Ladies, it was worth putting yourself in a position to be chosen and let your femininity come out. Gentlemen, it was worth approaching that lady across the street that you know that she is the one in your life, and you're going to take it step by step to make it grow. But you got to go for it, guys. You got to go for broke. Straight from the hip. And you got to be honest with yourself and with that person on your intentions. Women, guys, will respect you if you just tell them what your intentions are up front instead of bullshitting around and playing games. You got to go straight for the jugular vein. And I'm just using that just as a saying, guys. Don't actually go for the jugular vein, but I'm just saying that's just a saying, that's all. That's just an analogy, that's all. You got to just go for the person, you know, that you want and claim that person. And sometimes pray to God about bringing that person into your life, right? And you got to figure out what type of person, what is it in a person that you really want to spend the next 30, 40, 50 for the lifetime in your life? What exactly, not only just physical attributes, what is it in that person that really is going to vibe with you and going to be with you and going to work with you for the next 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years until you both, you know, pass away in peace? Because I got to tell you guys, it's not about money. And all these chicks that come on to my, he got to be 6'9" and 300,000. Come on, dude. Don't even entertain that foolishness. Because even if you were 6'4", 6'3", and had $500,000, them chicks will have your ass in divorce court so quick. With alimony, and if you have children with a child support. I see people who are in their 60s and 70s and 80s who done the right thing, who work with people where they were at, and they grew together. Ladies, no man is perfect, so stop. Stop. Gentlemen, no woman is perfect. But sometimes you just got to meet people in the middle, guys. Not sometimes, all the time. And you got to go straight from the hip, guys. And you just got to be honest with yourself and that next person, right? Because there is love out there for everyone. But you got to sit back and figure out all the things that's important, not only to you, but how you can be subservient to that other person as well. Now, I know, guys, that we're supposed to protect and lead women. That is true. That is 1,000% true. But you have to vet that woman and see how she's going to be a significant part of your life. And is she willing to be led? Because she can have a nice butt, she can have a nice physique, but if she's not on your program, then you got to let her go. I don't care how good the sex is, you got to let her go. She's got to be on your program, guys. She's got to be on your program. God's words are serious. Love, honor, obey, and respect. And a lot of women have problems with men leading them and obeying and submitting. On the other hand, gentlemen, you have to protect that woman. You have to lead her. She's a helpmeet to you. That's the way God set it up, guys. You got to protect the woman that you love. That's what being a man is all about. And I don't have to tell you that. And once you guys vet each other properly and realize that we're one, then whatever other outside obstacles come into you, people trying to, and another thing, don't let people get in your damn relationship and get in your head, especially you ladies. Because these heifers out here, these women that try to get into your relationship and head, they are jealous because they see something that you got. No, that man it's not going to be perfect. But you and him work it out. And the other way around too, fellas, because a lot of times they want to take your partner away from you. That man sees something, he'll say something negative about her, but he wants it. And the first time something goes wrong in your relationship, he's right around the corner like a little jackal. Like a little mountain lion with his paw up like this. Ready to prowl. Coming up to the edge of the mountain lion. Oh, no, they're not having no problems yet. But he's sitting there lurking. You know how they have that paw? They're ready to pound on that prey. Come down that mountain, and that's what they're doing. They're hawking your lady out. And the other way around, ladies. Girl, you need to let him go. Shit. Excuse my language. When you have that special person that you vetted and you are one, do not let outside people influence you, especially in a negative way. You guys work that out together. And my main advice, and I'm going to end it with this, is to keep God in the center of your life. That inner light inside of you. You keep God first. Sometimes, fellas, we have to go to God. We always have to go to God. Because whether it's in finances, relationship, or day-to-day life, it's always, where there's a positive, there's always a negative. And unfortunately, most people are out for themselves. There are people that will rock with you and look behind you, but you got to be careful of those people that pretend like they're your friends, but they're wolves in sheep clothing. Okay? And the warning signs are always there, guys. You just got to look in that inner part of yourself and ask yourself, okay, I feel this way. But what else about this person that I'm with is going on? And it don't have to be negative. Just always be aware of your surrounding and what's going on with people around you. Not only just your partner, but the people around you as well. And I believe that everybody's going to be okay. But just keep God in your life and you'll be fine, all right? All right, guys, and with that being said, I want to thank you guys for listening to Love Thursday when you came into my life. If you have any questions or concerns, please comment below. And also, if you have a show idea, even about Love Thursdays, please hit me up at timsondemand@gmail.com. Email me at timsondemand@gmail.com. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button, hitting that like button, and also hitting that notification. That way you'll know when a new show is being presented, okay? Now, with that being said, I want you guys to go ahead and let yourself out the door. Go ahead, leave right now. While I go ahead and marinate on this subject. And also, guys, let me say this as well. Pull that door in, man. Man, pull the door in so those critters and flies, blah, 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 and I'm not editing none of this, those flies won't come in. All right? And also, with that being said, I'm not just Tim, but I'm Tim's on Demand. All right, guys, have a good afternoon, good evening, and a good night. And I'll see you on the next show. Thank you.